Yeah.
All right, let's kick it off. And I like I said before we started here, I think we need to explain why our friend Woody looks like he went about 3 rounds in a UFC fight.
He wouldn't cuddle with me.
You got
it looks
like somebody.
Like Jackie's been sassy in the Woody house.
I was sassy, and Kyle's stronger than he looks on camera, and I want to talk about it any further.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I stopped covering it up. Did I have a Band-Aid on for PKN? I don't recall.
I think you did. I know you had a Band-Aid on for, like the day of and the day after.
Yeah.
Just to spare the public from looking at what had happened to
exactly. You. Yeah. It for the first day, even into the next day, to say it bled doesn't really cover it, because like when a cut bleeds, there's like dripping or whatever. It just seeped blood. There's blood seeping out of it, and it really.
You didn't want to show off an open wound while people.
Can you
ate
lean
their
in a little bit?
breakfast.
Mm-hmm. It was like blood condensation.
The best part is, I have on video Woody getting shot point blank by our teammate. I have the whole thing on video. So I'll be able to get that uploaded. I'm still editing that thing together. I'm trying to have a little fun with it, and it's going to be good. But yeah, I have that on footage, on film. Pretty good shot, and I think it was great.
I
think it was.
I didn't start editing my day in the life video yet, mostly because of my head. Like, so what happened was, as you'll see in the video, I was like in a very dangerous spot, and I was like sort of just taking a few steps back to regroup and see what the heck was going on. And my teammate shot me right about there. I'm not sure exactly where, right about there. And,
right there.
I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Somewhere on my forehead, you might be able to tell. Yeah. And
just above the goggles, right above breaking area.
There were a couple people that were like, "Why did he take his face mask off?" I did not, and would not, and have never. That face mask in the area where guns go off is, you can just bolt it on. It's not coming off. But this was almost just the perfect right above the face mask, yet still not like the curvy part of my head where it was the perfect shot, and it was from
the money shot.
Yeah, and it might have been 2 feet away. That's a good estimate. 1 foot, 3 foot, something like that.
It's just point blank. It was awful. It's as bad as you can get shot. It's top 5 worst paintball shots I've ever seen.
The only one I've seen worse is that one we saw where the ball gets stuck in the guy's arm, and he's shooting reballs, I think. So, I mean, it's in the top 5 I've ever seen.
I've never seen worse. And my head rang for a second, which I'd never, wasn't used to that. And but then after a while, I wrote on the subreddit that I was done, and I guess it sort of took the fight out of me. I just didn't want to be shot anymore. I was
it was like a day ruining thing where it was like, you know what? Just cut it. Just done for the day. Fuck it. I want to know the angles of how this went. Like, were you about to, poke to the side and then you turn back and you got hit, or maybe a second shooter?
Like, I don't know that Kyle might be the best guy to describe it, but I ran through a doorway, and so a guy was like, "You come right here." So I go to his spot and realize his spot is horrible. Like, I could get shot from a lot of places. People who have cover have great lines of sight on me, and I have basically they're a head glitcher and I'm not. So I'm there for a little bit. I only went out there because Kyle was in that room. Kyle tends to push forward really far. I kind of do too. And but he was out there and he didn't have enough support. So I was like, all right, I'm going to push out there because, someone's got to go with him. And I pushed out there, realized that this spot was horrible. I was going to go back and figure out a better idea. And as I went back, just as I decided to go back, my teammate decided to shoot out through the doorway. And, I'm coming at him and pop me in the head.
Yeah, there was a wall between the teammate and Woody, and he was passing past it. There's no other way to put it. And there was no way for Woody to know the teammate was there. There was no way for the teammate to know that Woody was running across. And, he was shooting across the room and through a window that was above my head. I'm crouched down into a corner myself, scared shitless, because they're coming at us left and right. We're really surrounded here. And it was just perfect timing as Woody passes by this guy's gun. The gun's going off, and it was point blank in the head. And it It's one of, like I said, top 5 worst I've ever seen.
Bled quite a bit. They had a couple medics on site, so I just went there to like get it taken care of, and he put some Vaseline on it and asked me all the like brain damage questions, which were no problem. I knew the day and the day.
Hesitated on the day a little bit, and I was gonna say, well, to be fair, we don't have a normal like 7-day week. We don't really know what day it might be.
Were they actual medics, or did you just have like a 12-year-old touch you?
Those medics got a workout.
You're good.
No,
I don't know. I see a double here. No. I wiped you. You're good.
Yeah, see, that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't given into paintball peer pressure. And I've done that too before. Someone, and they're wearing like regalia, and you're in like shorts and a t-shirt, and you're like, that guy knows what he's doing. He calls you up, and you're like, well, I don't want to look like a bitch. He probably knows what he's doing. And then you run up there, and you're both hiding behind a 2x4. Like this, like, why did you call me, you asshole?
That shit doesn't work on me. Kyle will go traversing like a fucking warrior down a ravine, up a ravine, and the mud is made out of lube, and I just look at him like, well, fuck that. I'm standing here. I'm standing right here. I am not moving anywhere. That is a lot of work just to die.
Dude,
Chiz isn't gonna run.
I am a self-pusher, and there'll be times at the start, like I set out, and I'm like, I'm gonna camp. I'm like, guys, let's do the Alamo strategy. When they say go, no one go. We just make a last stand right the fuck here. See what happens. Might be fun. And I can't do it. I can't not rush out there into enemy fire. Even if I'm the last guy to like get jogging, I'm always the one of the deepest guys out.
You did come up with a new strategy, I would say.
What was this one?
When they're coming from the ravine and they've just smoked out the top of turmoil and taken it over, and you just look at me like, I got a new one. The French, and then we raise our guns in the air and slowly walk up. I got shot.
Video too. This is it. I'm like, guys, what's going on? So they're up there. I think if we could throw some smoke and push up through that building. And they're like,
that was a different one.
We're surrendering, and you guys walk.
No,
back.
you're mixing them up. You're mixing them up.
No, that's a different one.
Yeah, you're mixing them up.
You're right.
No.
You shot me, yeah. But the one you're talking about was at the beginning.
Yeah, that time at the beginning,
great ceasefire.
When we threw the smoke and stuff, I was right there. As a matter of fact, I vlogged myself getting shot to fuck.
No, I'm talking. No. I'm totally talking about
a
when
few hours later
pulled the French thing and it surrendered, and I turned around and shot Chiz in the back. like I'm surrendering, I'll put you down myself.
Yeah, you were the Russian.
I was walking out like, oh, I'm out. Ow! I shot myself firing at the ground, and then somebody actually fucking shoots me in the back. What the fuck? My gun is in the fucking air. Who did that?
I was frustrated because I guess like they had rolled in a couple tanks and helicopters, and we hadn't done any of it, and then they were throwing smoke out.
I'm not afraid to say it. Our leadership was poor. Whoever our general
was so bad after we French surrendered, they shortly had to reset the teams after that.
I used to play until they reset it again. Our general was bad. He was not good at generaling. And I feel like Woody could have done a much better job. Chiz could have done a much better job because it was as simple as saying, all right, as soon as their tank's off the field, we got to have ours in there immediately because there's only one tank on the field at a time. And if we dilly-dally, they're going to jump off the field and jump right back, and we're double tanked.
And it's funny that you say that because
I would have loved that job because you don't do anything but stand there and basically give orders and stuff. So why would you take a really good player out of the scenario?
I was, as a regular fucking player, working to get the second tank in, telling the ref to do his job. The ref is like, I don't think that I'm allowed to say there's a tank. And I'm like, I believe in you. You can do it. You just say to bring this tank on, and we'll make it happen. And he's like, I think I need to talk to a mission commander. I'm like, you are the mission commander. Make the call. And he just wouldn't do it. But like, I knew you had to get the second. They had a tank on. We shot their tank out. We had to get ours on. It's time. We need it. We're getting pushed back. They're kicking our ass. But instead, they get a second tank on, and they get a helicopter on, and there's like airstrikes and shit, and it was we got our butts kicked.
Did you guys just get shat on the entire time?
Oh my god!
Like
however they were scoring it.
Until we finally said, we don't want to play unless you can reset this thing, and then they reset it, and eventually, and like as soon as they reset it, it was like we're pushing their shit in mode. As soon as that happened, like I'm leading a squad up a hill throwing smoke, and we do take the house.
Yeah, that house is where I got shot.
Yeah,
but I was part of taking that house. I was one of the first 5 guys in or something, first 3 in. It was, we did that. But after that, I was just like, I'm done. So anyway, paintball talk. I don't know. It was fun. It was successful. We had a lot of people there. A lot of people came out.
Someone might have came out blinded. That was entertaining.
Oh, that kid got fucked up.
Did a kid actually get hurt?
Yeah, he took his
blinded,
so right after Woody got hurt and he went to go work on his head, they blew the alarm again, and there's an injury on the field, so everybody's guns down, barrel plugs on. The medical team is running out there because they're not wearing fucking paintball masks. Everybody's guns had to be down. So I wait around and I'm like hanging out with fans and stuff, and I want to see the guy they bring out. So they bring this guy out, blood streaming down his face, and I didn't really understand exactly the nature of what had happened to him because he was Spanish and his accent was really thick. But basically they were like, "Was your mask on or off? How did this happen?" He was like, "Oh, it was off. It was mad." He goes, "It was mad hot out there."
Idiot.
So he took it off. And I'm not positive, so don't quote me on this, but I think maybe he was either in one of the cars on the map or behind the glass from one of the cars, and somehow, some way, the glass got shattered and blown into his face, and it cut him up pretty good, and he deserved to get cut up pretty good. Maybe next time he'll leave his fucking mask on.
You always keep your mask on.
Always keep your mask on.
I actually have never heard of anyone getting hurt with their mask off like that because people don't take their mask off. The most common injury in paintball, in my opinion, is sliding into stuff. Like
twisting an ankle.
Slipping. Yep.
Someone was asking if paintball was dangerous. And to me, this is the worst injury in the history of paintball, aside from the other things. Paintball is as dangerous as basketball. You're going to step on someone's foot. You're going to turn your knee. You're going to jam your finger. Those are the real paintball injuries, not the marker. Marker's just skin deep.
Oh, I got some good ones. I got some fucking good ones. It's like
Woody's arms are awful. Like if
Jesus,
the head wasn't
Woody.
there, it looks like a hammer was taken to Woody's.
We came to play and we didn't stop until the job's done. I counted 50 fucking shots on me all over my body. 50. My head, when I run my fingers through my hair in the shower, it's like bump, 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 bump. I got 8 shots just on my fucking skull. It was a rough day.
My number's not 50. It's 5. I have 5 good ones. There's one here, there's 2 here, there's 1 there, and there's 1 on my thigh. I've got 5 good ones.
Two of which are friendly fire.
2 of which are of my 5 good ones. 2 are friendly fire.
Friendly fire is the worst by far because they're way closer. They shoot you in the back of the calf, and you go down like you just got shot by a real bullet. Those are the worst.
The head and the back of my thigh are the 2 worst ones, probably.
Yeah.
And these look bad, like this thing here, but it doesn't. It's nothing. It's just skin
I'm
deep.
glad to see you're bruising as badly as I am because I was like, God damn, these look bad. Like I feel like I'm bruising. To an unhealthy level.
We weren't the only ones not
He's bruising a lot worse than you are, unless his camera is just accentuating.
It looks like a snapshot of Jupiter.
Get on my level.
It's like Jupiter is on his arm right there. That's what it looks
I have them all over my body, so that means I had a good time. I really enjoyed myself.
2 shoulders, head, and the friendly. The head and the thigh are friendly fire. The 2 shoulders are where I got hit.
Yeah,
I will say this:
nebulas, just huge, just weird meshes of colors on his shoulder and his collarbone. Looks painful.
Yeah,
that's all good.
I think I might have screamed at some fans. So if you got